What's up YouTube, LD Squads Gaming HD here, and I know it's been a long time and I'm really sorry about that, but I have been working loads and unfortunately work pays the bills. But I'm super excited to be here guys because I am launching my new series on my channel. So if you are a League of Legends fan, please watch my channel every Tuesday because I'm now launching a new thing called League Tuesdays. Basically what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be doing some tips and tricks, and there's going to be a new champion each week. I'm also going to show you some item sets, what runes to use, as well as what masteries, etc. So basically just tips and tricks on how to be good with the champion. Now I love League of Legends and I've been banging it out. I'm nearly level 30. My roommate also bangs it out. But yeah, no, it's awesome. So please stay tuned every Tuesday because I'll be releasing one every Tuesday. So let's get straight into this episode, and the first champion, if you haven't already guessed by the animation at the start of my video, today's champion is going to be on Teemo. So let's get straight to it. Okay, so here is Teemo. Look at this little guy go. He looks cute, he looks super cute, but he is not a force to be reckoned with sometimes. As League of Legends has taught us before, looks are not everything. As you can see here, he's like the other assassins, which means that you need to get very good attack speed. As you can see there, the attack speed basically dominated that player. You also need to get some lifesteal as well as ability power. But yeah, no, attacks. I can't stress enough that attack speed with Teemo is very vital to be able to dominate in the game. Okay, now let's discuss some of Teemo's abilities. The first thing you want to get is his passive ability, which basically poisons upon basic hit. Now this is quite vital at the start of the game. It helps you farm. As you can see here, I'm killing minions quite quickly, but it also helps you with your basic attacks when you're going against a champion early on. This will mean that even when they run away, they are still getting damage dealt to them, so it is perfect for later on. Later on in the game as well, as you become more powerful and you've got more attack speed, it builds up and does quite a lot of damage just with your basic attacks really, so it is quite a good thing, and it's definitely the first thing you want to get. Now the next one we'll talk about is his poison dart ability, which is an essential ability. It's very good for poking. If you're playing Teemo top, you poke. Basically it does basic damage as well as damage from ability power, which basically then poisons over a certain amount of time as well, so it's perfect for poking. You'll want to only poke him once, and you do not want to poke him again with it until the poison damage has stopped. So as soon as the poison damage has stopped, you can then do it again. That's the most effective way of getting decent damage basically. Later on in the game, when you get more ability power, more attack speed, and you become more powerful, the poison dart is definitely an advantage that you can use. So look, I've got low health here, I'm hitting him with basic attacks, and boom, poison dart does loads of damage, and there you go, I survived the 1v1 there. It was very lucky, but that is the benefit of Teemo. If you get your attack speed and ability power up, then not only does your normal poison ability do serious damage with your basic attacks, but when you then use your poison dart, you have a real advantage because it does sap a lot of health. Now let's talk about Teemo's ultimate ability, the Shrooms. These are amazing. Basically, if an enemy walks into them, it deals magic damage over a certain period of time, basically poison damage. They're great. You can use them as wards, so I'm using them there. Place it there. Look, you can use a ward, but also you can get sneaky kills like this. I was already dead, but I still got a kill. This is because if they have low health and they walk over them, it will start dealing magic damage over time, and they can't get away. They basically just die. And another sneaky little kill there. But yeah, you can use them as wards. You can use them to kill people. But most importantly as well, what you can also do is if you're running away and you're getting hit, you can shove a shroom down by your feet. So when the enemy champion walks into it, it will do a serious amount of damage. And then even with low health, you might be able to turn around and start killing them, especially with lifesteal and attack speed. So they are very, very important, and they need to be placed tactically to be able to be very good. If you can do that, you'll dominate. Now the last thing we're going to talk about in game is Teemo's unique passive ability, which basically makes you stealth. Well, it puts you into stealth mode. As you can see here, no one will be able to see you, as long as you don't move, of course. No one can hit you, etc, etc. So it is perfect for either hiding when you want to gank. If you want to gank, then it's fantastic because you can hide. They can even walk past you, and then all of a sudden, boom, you jump out, you start killing them. Or for actually keeping safe, if you know you're going to get jumped and you can see two people above you or behind you or wherever, go into stealth mode, and then they won't be able to see you, and then you come out of stealth mode when the coast is clear. You can either go home or carry on. So it's very good if you're laning. Not so much jungling, but if you're laning, then definitely that is a perfect ability to use. Okay guys, so now I've shown you everything in game that you need to know. Let's jump over to the tactical stuff. Jump over to the item sets, and I'm going to explain the item sets, the runes, and also the masteries for Teemo. Okay, this is the item sets I use for Teemo. I've labelled it under Teemo all lanes, but really it's only for when you're using Teemo top lane. I have used him support as well, which was weird and did really well, but yeah, that might have been just a fluke, who knows. So we'll start going through the build I have here. So obviously you have your starting items. Doran's Blade is essential to start. It's good to get a little bit of attack damage as well, as it gives you some life steal as well as some health. Potion obviously self-explanatory, as well as the Warden Totem. Then we're going to start building. We get the Haunting Gills, I don't know how to say that, but yeah, that's what you get. That helps you with the start of your ability power for the Poison Dart, as well as 200 health. And it also gives you plus 15 magic penetration, which is what you'll need later on during the game anyway. Now this is a vital item. If you're going to play as Teemo and you don't get this very early on, it could be a really bad game. But if you get this really early on, then you could be literally, you could be taking a game like an ADC as such. Anyway, so Nash's Tooth is very important. It builds up your attack speed, as well as giving you a very good starting ability power. So that is a definite as soon as possible. Then you definitely want to finish off with this item. That will build from that. Then you want to go with this here, because this will give you 100 ability power. So you're starting to build up your ability power now. You're starting to get very powerful. As well as you get 45 armor. So that's good for if you're going against champions such as Shen, Master Yi, that have very well, they use a lot of physical damage. That would definitely help you. And then you're going to want to either go for Void Staff, which gives you even more ability power, as well as extra 35% magic penetration. Or you want to go for this, because this will give you 120 ability power, and its unique passive is also to increase ability power by 35%. Now these are situational items really. You need to pick depending on how the game's going. If the champions that you're going against have a lot of armor and not much magic resistance, then you'll definitely want to go for this, because it gives you an extra 35% magic penetration. That would be very useful. Or if they have got magic resistance, then I would definitely go for this, because it would increase your ability power to a very high standard. Now once you finish with those, these are situational extras really. I like going for the Hex Tech Gunblade, because for Teemo you need to build some attack damage as well as ability power. So this is one step forward really to being able to achieve that. It gives you 40 attack damage and 80 ability power, so it gives you a little bit extra. See, I'm going to show you the runes in a minute. I don't have any specific runes for Teemo, or a rune page, should I say. Basically, I've got one that's called attack damage, and for champions that rely on heavy attack damage, I use that. So I will show you those in a minute, and I use that for Teemo. Right, so now I've shown you the build. You can also pause this and create your own build while you're watching this video. But now let's go over to the masteries for Teemo. So I've created Teemo's own masteries, as I've called it here, Teemo. And some of them are very vital for Teemo. If you want to dominate in the game, then a lot of these you'll need. So again, pause the video, create a mastery page, and have a go and see what you think of it. As you can see, there's not many here for attack damage. That's purely because I'm building Teemo as lifesteal and ability power. But it's pretty awesome, it does work. So now let's go over to the runes. Like I said, I don't have a specific one for Teemo yet. So I probably won't anyway, because I dominate quite early on in the game. But yeah, I use my attack power one here. I've still got a couple of tier 2s because I've been buying some champions, so I will be upgrading them to tier 3. But yeah, these ones are very vital. You want greater quintessence of attack damage, which gives you plus 2.25 attack damage. And you want a tier 3 greater quintessence of armor penetration. This helps with your basic abilities because obviously their attack damage, and also they add on a little bit of ability power, but it's quite good early on, trust me, it's quite good. You could replace the attack damage one for the greater quintessence of lifesteal. A lot of people have done that before as well, and that can help at the start of a game as long as you have some kind of armor penetration as well. So yeah, that's about it for the item sets and masteries, as well as runes. I just thought I'd show you. At the moment, I'm level 3 scout with Teemo. Yeah, so he's an awesome champion. If you know how to use him, then you can dominate within the game. I'll show you the skin I've got for him as well. It's pretty awesome, as you've probably seen from the clips anyway. I can find him. There he is. Okay, so the skin I have is Super Teemo. I really do like Super Teemo. It's pretty awesome. However, I did want to get this one, Omega Squad Teemo, but look how many right points it is. That's beyond a joke. Anyway, guys, I hoped this video has helped. Please leave comments on the video. Basically, I'm going to be looking at the comments of the video, and you can tell me what champion you want me to do a video on next. And I'll pick one at random, or one that's the most popular, and I'll do a video on that champion for the next week. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Stay tuned every Tuesday for one of these videos. And don't forget to like the video. And also, go and check out the website as well. My website will be in the description. I've had a lot of people going over to it and signing up, which is pretty awesome. So thanks for the support, guys. And I will see you next League Tuesday.